up early this morning. I got my little workout in, you know. Trying to put together, keep this body together. Trying to actually get it a little ripped. You know, I got to keep my endurance up. I got to keep my wind up. You know, you never know when I might have to fall back on my old skills, you know. I don't want to meet some young guy out there and end up like Nate Robinson, you know, and we don't want that, you know. Oh, man. I seen that clip the other day. I was like, oh, my God. Like, oh, Lord. You know what the Snoop Dogg said? Oh, Lord. I'm of the mindset that the fight between Mike and Roy Jones definitely had special conditions attached to it, you know. If any of you guys out there are boxing aficionados like myself, you know, that study the sweet science, then, I mean, it was transparent that Mike was not really had his foot on the throttle and was really trying to hurt Jones. And for those of y'all that have followed the sport, know that at the point that Jones kind of lost his agility and quickness that kind of made him who he was not one to really take a shot. I mean, all that time when he was the best pound for pound, he never really had to take a shot. So no one really tested that chin of his. But I mean, anybody that seen him like shortly thereafter, yeah, I mean, he took some pretty brutal knockouts. So I don't think that he got in the ring with Mike, you know, he needed a little extra protection, which is to say, hey, listen, man, you know, sign right here, man, you ain't gonna be knocking me upside my head, you know. So I don't know if this is just my conjecture. You know, this is just what, you know, a reasonable, rational man that understands how two men over 50 years old that have promising careers, that have families, and that are already making good money, believe me, they're not desperate, you know, they're not starving. So that makes plausible, reasonable, plausible sense to an audience in this day and age that would rather see, how would I put this, a watered-down fake performance from names that you remember, know, and love. Ooh, look at this bird out here. There may be a genuine competitive performance from men that are in their prime, but you just don't know who they are. You know, they're like, well, who's this guy? So in that context, I thought, you know, the bout was pretty entertaining. You know, Mike put a hurting on that body, and I definitely thought Mike won. And, you know, it's like, I don't know if you guys seen that movie with De Niro and Stallone. It's almost like this is life imitating fiction, you know. They make the movie and they're like, hey, kind of fun, hey, let's do that in real life, you know. It worked, right? What else is going on in the world? Oh boy, that sun ain't no joke. You know what? I need to get my shades, but I'll bust it out one of the lenses. Let's try this. That's better. You know, we all have a little bit of exhaustion from hearing about politics, politics, and, you know, individuals saying that they didn't lose, when I'm like, really, come on now. Like, you really think that we're that dumb? I mean, even if you support the man, even if you support Trump and everything that he did, I mean, mathematics is still mathematics, you know what I'm saying? You can't bend the laws of physics or reality when you count up the counts and you hear from numerous reputable sources that these counts are valid. I mean, what are we going to do? I mean, am I going to take the word of Trump over a mathematician? I mean, who tells me that, okay, well, this is how you get from X, Y, to Z? I'm going to trust the mathematician. Right afterwards, people had to go, oh, let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. I mean, that is me being truly objective. And I try to be objective, which is to say, well, let me hear this side of the story. But as time is going on, you know, the only person, you got Mad Dog Giuliani out there who's just insisting that there's this fraud. And I'm sure on some level, yeah, there probably is. There is no system of man that is perfect. So, of course, there was some fraud, but is the fraud, the ratio of the fraud that took place, which has been described as minuscule, in reality, does it ratchet up to the scale that it was going to affect the will of the people, you know, through the electoral college, one way or the other? rendered that Biden had more votes. So, I mean, one love and peace to all my brothers out there that are in the struggle, that is trying to make it happen, that, you know, if y'all need help, I'm your boy. You can always come back. You can fall on me. You can hit me in the head. You know, I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm right here. So, everything ain't perfect in my life, but I feel like, you know, sometimes words is, you know, carry a message to help reach the mind and the heart, to help the person out, make them feel better. So I'm going to fall back, and I'll talk to y'all folks later. Peace.